Hi, I'm Neil.
Hi, I'm Jeanette.
Welcome
aboard. Echo, Echo.
So what are you looking at, Harry?
Something I want to stay the hell away from.
What is that?
It's a water spout.
Okay, let's see if we can pick this up on film. Might be a bit hard. Oh no, here we go. It looks dark and it looks nasty.
And that direction, isn't it, coming towards us?
Sorry?
Isn't the direction the wind, isn't that coming? Oh no,
They don't necessarily follow the path of the wind. Oh, that's getting even meaner and nastier looking. I don't like that.
Sea surface, it's like, it's just churning up.
Oh, let's hope it doesn't get any closer. But time will tell. First night at sea after leaving Jamaica, and if we're incredibly lucky, this is a setup we'll have all the way down to San Blas in Panama. The wind's almost directly behind us, pretty mild, maybe 10 knots, and we've got the headsail on one side, poled out, mainsail on the other. It sounds easy, but it took us an inordinate amount of time. I ended up having to go up to the first set of spreaders. We had an issue with the spinnaker pole, or the whisker pole. Weren't able to get it down. It was jammed up there, so had to go up there, apply a bit of brute force, get it down, but it's all sweet now, and it's an absolutely glorious evening. Long may it last.
Hi Neil. This is day 2 of our passage to Panama. Winds have moderated quite a bit, so it's quite gentle, and we've got our Jenica up now. We were doing downwind before and we were poled out, and we made good timing overnight. I think we were averaging over 7 knots because there was more wind. It's quite peaceful at the moment. I think we're averaging more like around 5 knots. Neil might show you the dials. Not feeling too bad. Made lunch. Now I'm listening to some music. Wrote my blog. And yeah, chilling out a bit.
Day 2's good that Jeanette's feeling so good. I'm feeling wrecked. I'm too old for this. Anytime something happens or goes wrong or whatever, it's like, Neil, wake up, what about this? Neil, there's a noise. Neil, we're going too fast, wake up, wake up. So while I'm supposed to get 3 hours off watch all the time, it never happens. So I'm really tired and cranky and hot. Well, we are in the tropics, but having said that, it was a really, really brilliant night last night. Nice, easy downwind sailing. Today, winds come around a bit, we're bouncing around a little bit. Jeanette was set up to running off square, wasn't working that well, but yeah, this is what the doctor ordered. It's almost what the kind of conditions people write about, apart from those that go around Cape Horn. I'm not interested in that anyway. About 4 o'clock this morning I noticed something which worried me greatly. The temperature sensor for the freezer had ceased working, Uh-oh, here we go. A few days away from land, but the land we're going to, there's no shops or service facilities or anything like that, and we've got a freezer full of food, absolutely jam-packed with food. So, here. So, I did what any sensible person would do and went back to bed. Later on had a cup of coffee and breakfast and started getting into it. First thing we had a look at was the instrument panel over here. That was showing that the refrigerator had power. Went to the fridge itself. That was showing plenty of voltage down to the compressor units, but this is the dial that wasn't working. So I got out the book, which is as useless as tits on a ball. It gave me no help at all. Anyway, after... Oh, by the way, I've just taken this door off for easy access. We don't normally have that. What it transpired, for some reason, and we don't know the answer to it yet, is this had simply turned itself off. And to fix it, well, I mean, I took both of them out and tested them for power, and they both had power, which is what made me think it had just turned itself off. So I simply reset it, and hey presto, the bloody freezer's working again. Although after I had turned it on, the main freezer power switch tripped after about 30 seconds. But I reset that and it's been running ever since, and the freezer's starting to come back down in temperature now. But yeah, that was a bit of a worry, having a freezer malfunction in the tropics with hundreds of dollars of meat in it. Not a good thing. Now I'm going to celebrate with an exciting cup of coffee.
Approaching the San Blas Islands, just off Panama. Porvenir is our stop where we'll check into customs. We've just anchored in the San Blas Islands.
See what that's up for sale.
I love her top that she's wearing.
There's a molar.
Oh, okay, yeah, but I like the top she's wearing.
Oh, that's pretty fancy.
Right. Very nice. How expensive are they?
Wendy.
We haven't checked in at customs yet.
You don't have to.
We haven't checked in. How much are they?
Guess pass.
$20 one square. Okay. I like your shirt. Your shirt.
Jeanette, point to your shirt.
Like your shirt. Lina? No, like your color, like the bright flower, like that color.
There's Jeanette in a feeding frenzy. The poor local woman probably thinks she's going to buy everything. Little do they know.
Especially after. Neil's taking down our quarantine flag and putting up the Panama flag as we've reached the San Blas Islands.
It's not sure which way is up, so I think if we put it the wrong way up, they'll think we've declared war on them. So.
I think we can work out. We're trying to see if we can see, or maybe it says it on the packet now. I might have to go downstairs and have a quick look on the packet. It's a bit windy. But at least the sun's come out now. It was very grey and overcast when we arrived. There it goes. That's quite a large courtesy flag. Good job. Beautiful little islands near us where the Kuna Indians live. Tomorrow we might go ashore and check it out. We already were invaded by the little boats to buy some molars, and so I did buy a couple. I'm going to make a nice table runner with them. Been cleaning up the boat. After 5 days of sailing, the boat's a bit dirty. All done.
So here we are sitting at anchor in the San Blas Islands, an exotic place, which there's probably some other footage of, but full of lovely palm trees and sunny weather and so on. So what do we do when we're here? Well, a reasonable portion of our time is spent on maintenance, and what I'm about to do is what I refer to as mowing the lawns. We put on a new type of anti-fouling when we were in Georgia around about, I think it must have been July or something like that. I'm unfamiliar, or had no experience with this anti-fouling. Originally, apparently it's designed more for motorboats that are doing 7+ knots in a commercial environment. So the theory being it's a fairly slow, ablative product, but is very durable. It sounded good to me. We've now got a bit of slime build up, but it looks like very little in the way of other marine growth. So what I'm about to do now is just go and finish cleaning the slime off it. The challenge there is I've got to clean the slime off it in such a way that I don't degrade too much of the anti-fouling below it. So I've got to clean it, but not too hard. Anyway, so I'll go and show you what I've done so far, and then we'll show you the process of how we clean the slime off it. Here we go. We're in San Blas, just arrived in another couple of little islands. Absolutely beautiful here, and it's like a grocery delivery day as well. So we've got one set of grocers on one side, another set on the other, selling us fresh fruit and veg, very well organised. Also sell beer and rum barry.
Right? Is that right? Is that $1?
Yeah.
Yeah? Potato. Oh, I did want it. How much? Qantas?
Unos 50 la libra.
About 50 a pound. Okay. Do you have 4? One, uno, due, cuatro. Yeah, four potatoes. Yeah, quattro. Like I know Italian.
Shopping day in the San Blas. The shops come to you.
Down here,
Zanahoria. Pimentón. Pimentón. Cebolla.
Yes, one, just one. Oh. No, go. Good, is there a good one?
Very difficult when you don't speak Spanish.
Okay, celery. Oh, that's nice and cold. How much is the beer?
Cerveza.
Cerveza, yeah.
19. La caja. Una caja. 19.
Show
24.
Show fingers for 6.
How much is 6 beer?
4.75.
6
6 ligas hoy, Mari.
How much is that, Harry?
4.35.
4.
75. 4.75. Ajá. That's $5. $5.
$5?
Five
Oh,
for
$5 for 6, that's okay.
Beauty.
Can we have, do you want 4 of them, Neil?
Hey, Australian retailers, are you watching this? $5 for 6 beers.
Five. Yeah, five. Say $20 worth.
Yeah,
Or more?
yeah, that's heaps. I mean, I'll get more
Okay.
in Panama.
We'll have yeah. So 4 of those.
4 cajas.
So that's $5.
Bueno, subirán bien.
$5. That other place. Well, our trusty generator has finally had a hiccup and decided to stop running, and we've taken it apart and we think it's the water pump impeller, as it was slightly broken, just a little bit though, so a little surprising that it's actually stopped the generator.
20% of it had fallen apart.
Less than 20%, slight exaggeration. I will show you it. Here is the pump impeller.
2 vanes out of 10
well,
have
but
destroyed
then
themselves.
yes, but they're not fully. So that's what the bits that are broken, that's what's come off. We're not sure if they're in the system, but we've had to talk to a couple of other people and they said we should be okay, but we'll have a look at, we'll maybe take it all apart in Panama. So we're putting a replacement impeller in it at the moment. It's very windy, but we're on one of the little islands in the San Blas Islands off Panama. Just stopped in our dinghy to have a look. There's so many beautiful small islands. Looks like a hut there where you can buy molars and maybe coconuts. A rare patch of grass. Looks nice. Neil's checking out the new hut that's being built with thatching and bamboo poles. Beautiful morning here, anchored near Green Island in the San Blas. We've got the Australian boats out of the bag and tactical directions in front of us, the two boats. They're also doing the Pacific crossing this year. Got beautiful green island there, which we're going to go to shore later. It's just a magic morning here. Very peaceful apart from hearing the waves on the other side of the island, and you can actually hear just some birds chirping away from the island. Very lush and tropical. Green Island is a lot closer to the mainland, so you can see the mainland and the hills or small mountains in the background. Saw the kinder children just come out of school. The school is for secondary and primary children. That's the town's water tank. Do you have a hot date or something?
Se llama Jacob. Jacob.
Jacob?
Sí.
Jacob.
Jacob.
Jacob. Jacob. I love your bag, Jacob.
¿Cuántos años tiene? Ay, salud. ¿Cuántos años tiene?
Son bebés.
¿Ah?
1, 4, 10, 2, 1, 10.
Tiene 1, 2, 4, 10.
Yeah, he's counted to 10. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh.
¿Y te gusta la escuela?
¿Te gusta la escuela?
Sí.
Sí.
When you haven't got a clothesline, you hang your clothes on the roof to dry. Throw them up there, and then someone obviously must have to get up there to get them down and throw them back.
No, they'll have a rake, I reckon.
Oh, okay. Jim reckons they'll have a stick or a rake to collect them. Or maybe they've just got too many clothes, because there is some clotheslines. And this house is a bit of an anomaly here. It's got glass windows and it's made out of wood and a tin roof instead of bamboo. We're having a look in.
It is cool.
It is cool.
It is a lot cooler than outside. It's definitely cooler.
Adentro que afuera.
They sleep in the hammocks.
My song.
Your son?
Oh, your
Yes.
son.
Oh, take a
Julian.
photo with you.
Hello.
Julian. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa, calabaza? Él quiere jugar.
Tiene 1 year.
1 year. 1 year.
I have high five?
5 meses. 1 year, 5 meses.
No. 1 year, 5 months. Es muy bonito.
Where is he?
NAD? NAD?
NAD.
NAD. Love her hair.
And this one?
Y este se llama Yuppie. Yuppie.
Giovanni.
Indian.
Se llama Yuppie. Tu mamá le está diciendo. Tu mamá. Murder.
It's so hot here, and we're looking for somewhere to get a drink, or maybe a beer for some, and this restaurant's closed, so we're going to try and find another one. We're at anchorage at Green Island and we're on the shore at the moment exploring the island. Quite lush with lots of tropical palms. There's Neil. Our dinghy's way down the end there. There is a hut on this island, so there are people, like one family lives here. But it's a beautiful, hot, calm afternoon. Been for a swim. We're going to go snorkeling after this. And there's tactical directions and out of the bag. Spent the morning with them. Went over on the out of the bag to get some water at one of the other islands, villages. That was a beautiful ride over. Better get going. Neil's leaving me behind. This is obviously the side of the island where all the reef is. You can see the breaking waves out there. And a few other islands in the distance. Not sure what this is, but obviously it looks like maybe a place that you can sit. Noticed a few other people here. Some other people from their boat. These people must have walked their anchor to shore. This must be the well where they get water from. Some of the islands have got wells on it, so I'm assuming that might be fresh water there instead of seawater. And there's a bucket here with some clothes in it, so they've obviously been doing some washing. Getting closer to doing the whole lap of the island. God, they're very close to the shore, aren't they? We're trying to get this boat off shore. We're going to be trying to pull the mast over so that the boat can try floating sideways off. 3 dinghies in row. And 2 dinghies on the other side pushing. Okay, Dad. Got thumbs up. Yes! 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 Stop.
Keep it going, keep it going.
Keep going a little bit. Stop. Don't get caught now.
Okay, he's waiting for him. Let's go a little bit further.
They were lucky. Very lucky that they anchored, that they run aground close to an anchorage.